Alright, it looks like the stream is stable. Thank God. I'm trying to stream all day. It's ridiculous. This is all the boring work. All the roads and everything. Having to build all roads. Not bad. Alright, good. Looks like we're on our way here. Let's see. Get it nice and wide. This lane sucks the most because half of it has to be replaced with the lines. If anybody's watching, this is basically like a boulevard type of thing. A 3-laner, 2-way road, split in between, with a little grassy patch. It's gonna have some trees on it. Already have it built a little bit down there. Figure why not? A little late night. I would say that it would be the 28th individual day of which I'm building on this world. I would say it's got to be pretty close. I would say it's pretty close. Pretty close to me. Turn volume down on the monitor. There we go. It's not that bad. It's not that bad when you're able to just relax and just build. It ain't bad. It can get boring at times. It can. Definitely can get boring at times, but that's alright. Gotta make the sidewalks. Most of this world, most of it, actually not most of it, almost all of it, is, builds from other, YouTubers, you know, creative, you know, let's build this. It's all houses. But the street design, the sidewalk design, there's a baseball field, a football field, all that. The design of the... Hold on, I gotta get these bricks. The design of the... the layout of the world, all that is mine. All that is mine. And basically what I do for walls is I put a nice brick wall and then a nice iron fence right on top, and it creates a nice little look. And then on the other side I put glowstone in the floor, and then here I can show you right here, and then oak leaves right here, and it makes a nice little barrier, and that is the barrier on all of the world. Each house has the same thing: brick wall, brick fence, iron on top. There's a driveway. I like to do that, kind of make it simulate that it's open, and then everything has the side. And then the trees, I only use 3 trees. The jungle trees are only to be used for the roads, right here. Jungle trees and the pine trees then go in the backyards of all of these houses. We don't discriminate. They all get the same treatment. No tree other than jungle goes on the streets, and they just go in any random order in here. So and I like to come up with an idea, kind of like Bob Ross, where this guy likes pine trees a little bit more, so you put more pine trees in. This guy didn't like pine trees that much, so you only put 2 in, 1 on each corner. You've got to make a little story. You've got to kind of put yourself in the shoes of these people. Like, I built American flag. I just did that today, and I put it on each of the on the houses. I also put it on some flag posts that I had built for the baseball field and the football field. Kobe Bryant Memorial, because this world started. If anybody's out there, chat away. I don't care. I love talking. But I started this world last November, and I had built these 10 houses right here, and then that one right there. So the 11th house, and I had this street basically. I had this street, those 2, and then that one and that street built. And the world got corrupted. So at the turn of the year, I decided to start again, and I had pictures taken and screenshots taken, and I rebuilt. So I started on January 6th, and I put the date of when the house was finished on these. So all throughout that week, January 6th, that's another one, January 6th, I was kind of eyeballing it all out, and I built the original 10 houses, filled out that row. The original 11, houses. And that was, as you can see, 112. So within a week, I had basically rebuilt everything that I had lost. And you can see that one was 112 too. I forget when. Okay, that was 113. So yes, I did fill out this entire area. And then I built the baseball field by myself. Nobody helped. There was no plans. I didn't watch anybody's videos. No, actually, as you can see, the 111. So I actually did it before I finished some of those houses. It was just something that I decided to do. Just something that I decided to get after. I started building these near the end of January. But anyway, I was building. And I had built this entire thing, this football stadium. And you can see 118. The school has yet to be finished. I started it around that time. in like February-ish, March. This house was done on 2/1. So see, all around then, January, February. I really stopped playing it once COVID hit. There was other games, especially MLB and some Warzone and stuff that we kind of got attracted to, me and my friends, and that's what we wound up playing. But anyway, I was playing on this when I heard that Kobe died, and I said, oh, you know, I'm a fan of Kobe. So then I built this memorial. I built a little memorial for him, dedicated in his memory the day that he died. This was added just a bit later for his birthday. Purple and yellow fireworks, basic, and it's all rigged up with redstone. That you can hit that. It closes the thing actually, and then they go off. And you know, it's something that if I'm playing on his birthday, August 23rd, just something that I can do. Kind of my way of honoring him. And then basically when I got down to here, I said, you know what? I'd like my school to be on a main road. I built a little parking lot. And again, the light fixtures, I didn't take any advice. I built them my own. Maybe they're a little short. I tried to guesstimate it with a person. I think I did a pretty okay job with that. But with this right here, and I love doing this too because I've never shown this world on this type of format, so I think it's great. I decided that I wanted a main road, so I put in, you know, a 2-lane, 2-way road with a yellow line down the middle, and you can see handicap. This school right here, and there's a mansion that I'm about to start building in the next couple of days. That is taken from a YouTuber, Brandon Tilley. I love his work. Brandon Tilley, excuse me. Love his work. I love how he builds. I haven't done the inside. I've only done the outside of the school. So I have to do that. But, you know, I have the mansion kind of all planned, ready to go, type of deal. And then, just this week, I decided, you know, we get to this point, there's a lot of streets near me that have mansions on both sides of the road, and it's a kind of a 3 or 4 lane road, and in the middle is a grassy, tree-filled kind of, you know, embankment in the middle. And I decided that I wanted to copy that, and that's going to be my road, and it meets up there. And it kind of sections it off. And what I had planned, and there'll be mansions on the other side, and it'll continue with a residential area on that side of it. But what I had planned also down here, and you can see there's a bit of the remnants of it. This was about early to mid-February that I started building this. It was a couple of storefronts, and I wanted some restaurants and stores, maybe even some apartment complexes, to be built on these plots of land, kind of as a front here on this part of the road, and then, you know, more houses inland of it. The one thing that I would say is maybe a design flaw, but I'm sure that there are places like this in real life, is these streets don't have any houses on them. They're basically just passerby streets, so there's no addresses on these streets. It's more like a crossroad. You can see it's just a 2 wide. There's no corner house. There's no house with big, you know, yards that would have met up if it was a corner house here and a corner house there. Maybe that's the only thing that I would have changed if I were to do it again. Some of the houses have backyards, some of them don't. It's because usually when I build a house with these YouTube tutorials, I'm just moving on, making the plot of land, measuring it all out, and just going 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, kind of building 2 or 3 at a time, just trying to, you know, get it going, put the, you know, surrounding fauna outside, put the, you know, the fences up, excuse me, put everything up, and then kind of move on to the next one. You know, I don't have time. They're all furnished. if they furnished it in their video. If they didn't, I leave it alone. Like I said, nobody's ever come onto this world to help me build. I've brought people on to just look at it with the intent to build, but they never wound up actually ever building anything on here. So I could still, hold that kind of crown. As you can see here, 616, right? So, got into the spirit of playing 615. This is 126. So again, a lot of it was done in February and January, and then it really wasn't touched until, you can see this is February 4th, until about March. Then we didn't play for a little bit. Then June, picked it up again. Picked it up in September. Picked it up in October. And basically, I built a couple of houses. Just built that house. Unfortunately, I didn't put a nameplate, but I know it was at least September, maybe even August when I built it. So I didn't put a date plate on that house, unfortunately. But that's been my most recent house by far to be constructed. I've been focusing a lot on maybe plotting out mansions, as you can see, and also putting trees, streets, making sure everything had a telephone pole. Everything had street signs and stop signs, and basically just doing a lot of tending to it. And then this was a concept. I mean, I do like it. I wish I could keep it here, but I just don't think it's going to work out here. Is my concept, as you can hear it very loud, is my concept of the Tribune and Light for the World Trade Center. I'd like to try to get it into a spot for the 20th anniversary so that I can have that there. I like putting memorials and stuff in my world because it kind of makes it feel like a real world, like people are actually here and actually remembering something or memorializing something. I think that it makes it kind of feel a little bit more genuine, a little bit more real. Makes it feel like people are living here. Like I said, these are taken from YouTube tutorials. I can't remember all the names. I know Greg Builds is some of them. I forgot who. A lot of these other houses are from somebody else. Probably saying, why are there 3 turtles in an acacia pen, 4x4 pen in this random backyard? So what happened was, me and my friend, and my cousin actually too, we all built this big aquarium right around here. We built an aquarium, and we filled it full of hundreds of fish. And then we put lava all over it, and it was leaking out and burning some fish, and putting, cobble everywhere and stuff. And then we tried putting water all over it, and it just became a big, gigantic mess. And there were turtles that got loose, and there were fish in the ground and everywhere. And what happened was, I fell asleep. I fell asleep, and my cousin and my friend got offline hours ago. And I woke up and I cleaned it all up. I cleaned up the lava, cleaned up the dirt, made it all nice and pretty. Any wood and anything. Got rid of all the water, all the fish. And I noticed that there were a couple of turtles. And I thought I corralled them all. I didn't. And then eventually I led them all here, and I tied them up and put them here. And that's the only surviving part of the aquarium that we had. And they're going to probably stay there forever. I don't see why I would ever get rid of them. It's kind of a little funny in-joke, that now anybody who's watched this is a part of. But I really love this world. I love just going into a house, and because of how far back it's furnished and the trees, is you could go into this house and you don't see any random sky. It feels full. You could sit right here and you can't really see anything, because there's houses and they're not even, and there's trees, and it all just adds up to be, you know, and there's walls in the houses, and there's furnishing and stuff, and you can't, you know, see through there, and just makes it feel like it's full, like it's a real place, and I really love that. But no, I didn't build any of these. I mean, I built them, but I didn't come up with the designs of them. I'm not that talented. You know, like I said, they were all taken. And the numbers, you know, this isn't the 30th building. Modern House tutorial number 30. I forgot who it's from. I had a playlist of them saved on my personal YouTube account. But as I complete them, in order to add, and I add more and kind of review if I want to build that or not, I delete it. So I'm sure I'm still following the guy. I'm still subscribed. I'm sure that if he ever posts a new one, I'll be like waiting for it. But I cannot remember what it is. And like I said, not all of them are, you know, by that particular YouTuber. I think he has about 32-ish or 33 modern houses. I think I didn't build 2 or 3 of them. I didn't like how they looked. And then I built all of his modern suburban houses. And then his modern mansions, he had 3 of them. I built those, and then I had the suburban houses that he built. And I think one of them I didn't like. So, you know, that's not enough. So I believe all of that is somebody else. I definitely know some of them are. But I think, I don't know of all of them, and then that's also somebody else's build over there. Just trying to combine them all together, like I said, and make it into something pretty special. Make it into a nice little special world. You know, and make it kind of have its own little feel to it, if that makes any sense. You know, I watch a lot of the construction tutorials in my spare time when I'm not, you know, recording or streaming, so I'm watching them, looking not just as entertainment, and they are entertaining, but I'm looking at them to see what do I want to add. And like I said, not a lot of them. Some of them, like Brandon Stilley, he has a whole backyard planned for this mansion that he's actually still releasing the parts of. So it's kind of waiting out to see how long it takes for that to actually come up and be realized. But probably the biggest thing is none of these guys build backyards, so any backyard that you see was designed by me, except for that one build that hasn't even been technically started yet. Only the layout's been done. You know, half-court basketball, got a pool, nice big dining area, and then a campfire. I believe I have two or three of these particular style campfires. Again, I've watched them. You know, people who say, oh, you know, this is how you build a basketball hoop, this is how you design a campfire, this is how you design a pool. I've watched them, but I've never used them to actually build anything. Here's a little raised deck. Again, little sitting area. The nice campfire. But see, some of these builds, that was a window. I put in a door because I wanted a backyard. So I do make very, very slight edits. Very slight, not extreme. Here's another one that was an edit. That's not a... I believe the table went all 3. And it's a window in the original build. No, I made that into a door to come out here. This was house number 1. This is house number 1 that was built. This is where we started, which is why, you know, and the thing is that this was 1 over. I thought that this was here. Basically, I don't know what I'm trying to say. So this lantern and this table in the original build was built on 0, 0. They're probably saying, what is this? This purple. And there's another purple right here. So again, when Kobe died, any block that had 824, I removed with a purple block. So see, that was 824. That's 24, 8. If you go to negative 8 and 24 in the house itself, you see. I don't believe I did anything with 24 and 24. I'm pretty sure I did not do anything with 24 and 24. Yes, yeah. I remember some things. It had to be any coordinate with an 8 and a 24 in it. So, negative 8 and 24, I think we had something. Yep. See, negative 8 and 24. Negative 8 and negative 24. Here is 8 and negative 24. So see, you know, I did that. This is a little memorial. Again, a little thing. Because I liked Kobe Bryant, so when he passed away, it did hit me a bit hard. And I just wanted to make something nice. And that's what I did. Again, this is the high school, and again, you're coming onto my world, so, you know, creative liberties are taken. So that's not a complete copy. In Brandon Stilley's construction of this high school, he decided he wanted a playground here, and some other stuff there. I decided no, I wanted it to be a high school, and I wanted it to be a sitting area surrounded by trees and some grass, and these lit up things, and a little bit of a pass here, and you'd walk up back to your school. You'd come out here, handicap parking, big space for driveway, big space for driving, and a ton of parking. Parking lot, all designed by me. And I put signs here, figuring reserved. So, not bad, right? You know, a lot of this stuff is my design. This is right here, another design. This, not just the football field, but also the benches. From my experience, you know, that one's 3, that one's 1, and then that one's a 3, because you want it to be over by the 30-yard line. That's as far as back as you can walk as a coach or a player on the sidelines, and you can see that's where it ends. Closely resembles my high school. Closely, very closely. I did try. But, that's why the blue walls and stuff. But, you know, it has on both sides opposing team, home team, American flag on each of that. Just something nice. You've got all the light fixtures that have... It was very hard to make accurate light fixtures. But I decided to put lanterns on it so that they were at least lit up. And I have, instead of glowstone, I have sea lanterns here in the floor, so that if I ever wanted to flip it into a kind of survival world, the football field would actually be lit up and it wouldn't be a gigantic spawner for the for anything. And same thing here. I actually originally had slabs that were the bases and they were raised. I got rid of them. Put them all down the line. You can see on the warning track, just to light it up. Inside the dugouts. Like I said, it's not about the daytime, it's about the nighttime. If I ever wanted to go to survival, which I have done, it's been quite fun, actually. I I turned off all mobs because it used to be, you'd have a sheep spawn right here, and then they'd eat the grass, and the grass would die, and you'd be like, that's kind of stupid, kind of a waste of my time. Don't like that. So you'd have to rectify it. This is a strange house. Modern house number 9. It had the lower. Strange, right? Has the split off here. You can go in the lower part, and then there's a bed, or and it has that kind of foyer right there, or you can go up these stairs, and you're in the kitchen. Just an interesting house. I mean, some of them were interesting. Some of them were more interesting than the others. This plot of land, I have no clue. Probably going to be a long park, because, and I might call it Long Park, because the way that this works and the way I wanted spacing, because I'm going to put trees and stuff, and this is just the plot of land that he said. It's not the actual walls of the house, so that's what I went with. I had some space left over because it didn't fit in there or there or there, only fit here, so I had to improvise. I'll probably call it Long Park. I actually like that idea. And put trees, put some benches, put some pavers in, and just make it nice. Make a couple of entranceways, make it real nice. Long Park. I like that. I heard it here first. But other than that, there's really nothing to show off. I think I've showed off everything that I have. Everything that I have. Again, I want to put houses here. That's why I haven't put any trees. I don't want to put any trees because you never know where the driveway might be or the entrance to the house. So that's why I don't put any trees. Until the house is finished, until the driveways are finished, everything's finished. The one thing is that I split this up and I didn't carry it through because I didn't want every road to be exactly the same. But that road continues there, and then there's no interruptions. This is the only road that's actually interrupted and doesn't continue anywhere. What I think is very interesting, and again, this is dumb luck. A lot of this world has been dumb luck, where you just go, whoa, that's interesting. So 256, remember that, right? So 256, it, again, dumb luck, lines up perfectly, not with the 20-yard line. Close, 1 block off from the 20-yard line. It lines up perfectly with the center of the high school. If that tree wasn't there, you would see perfectly down that road. I think that's very cool. I think it's very cool. Need white. Good. So now we skip every other block all the way down. In order to make it even, it's not even, unfortunately. I like the 2 more than the 3. I know the 3 is over there, but each road is kind of different. You could say that it was a different crew that was working. Again, it goes back into just creating world building. You're technically building a world, but you're also building a story. As you can see, then it's 3 to there. No, that's actually a space. But, you know, just a little way to spend spend an evening. Been trying to stream zombies all day. I know what my schedule says. I know that it said MLB this afternoon, and then it said, you know, COD. I know what it says. I tried. I had to have tried 7 or 8 times to go online today with zombies. I wanted to do actually some zombies early in the morning, like 11:30. It didn't work. I want to do some zombies, and then I was going to do some MLB. I wound up playing MLB off stream because I got frustrated. Since I'm still on the Conquest grind. I haven't even made that sound. I'm still on the Conquest grind of the, we're on the National League Central. Just finished the Reds, finished the Cubs yesterday. So, slowly but surely making progress on that. I actually only have 8 teams to go. 8 teams to go, and then I'm done 100% with all 30 teams in the Team Affinity, which is really one of the last things I have to do. Technically the stage 4 moments, but I don't need XP. I'm already level 100, and I don't need coin. I have 1.7 million. And you know, Team Affinity is done. I mean, I guess, you know, in doing so, you kind of, I'm gonna get points inherently for the inning. But to me, it's not a necessity to do those moments, stress myself out. Team Affinity's done. You know what I'm saying? And then, really, also I have to do Miguel Cabrera. And I have to get the signature collection. A couple cards off. And then, you know, obviously there is the 11th inning showdown. There's still the 10th and 9th inning showdowns to do as well. So, I mean, yeah, there's still some room for some content to come out of MLB 20 for me, if I choose to do that. No, yeah, I want it. Not bad. You know, I know that the crosswalk looks kind of strange, that it's long, but it's because you have to go across a lot of lanes of traffic there. You have to go against 6 lanes of traffic and a divider. So, yeah, basically, let me just do this. Ah, tried to skip it. Get this going right here. Also, I don't know if you saw him back near the school, but I also had to come up with a concept for street lights that I felt accurately represented what they would look like in real life, which is that they would be in the middle of the lane of the oncoming traffic. So that was a bit of an adventure. Took a couple of hours a couple of months ago to figure that out, and for these roads, I'm definitely gonna have to bring that design, back out, and also try to expand on it as well. I see that we've gotten 201 views over the last week, basically, since I've been starting to do this. And I appreciate it all. Appreciate the 9 followers. I do know most of the 9. But some of the 9 I don't. And I appreciate all of them. Although I'd have to say, I appreciate the people who aren't my friends a little bit more, because you expect your friends, I made a Twitch, alright, we'll go follow it. You expect that. When you meet random new people and they follow and they like it, I think that's when you start to feel a little bit of a sense of pride and accomplishment. So again, thank you to all. I know it's not the most entertaining thing to see roads going in, but I'll tell you what, it is a bit satisfying. It definitely is satisfying. And they're important, you know, the roads, they're important. Because it, like I said, it's what gives our world some life. Because then I'm just happy that I can get a stream. You know, get a stream together, get a stream going. I wanted to do stream all day. Couldn't. Now I can. Let's see. Like I said, this is the big intersection right here. This is your gigantic intersection. You've got, you know, this is 2 lanes, 3 lanes with a divider, so that makes it longer. Then, you know, that's, you know, 4, so, you know, that's 6 lanes, that's 4 lanes, and then you got the divider being put in it. It's a big amount of surface area. But again, you see that all over the place. You know, big intersections that are not in a main city, you know, that are in your neighborhood. If it's a low, you know, if it's a bustling neighborhood, bustling town or village. I'll tell you what, it's been a while since I played Minecraft with headphones. You forget how, like, how good the music is. And this is all that updated music. You know, this isn't, the music I played with when I first started in, what, 2012? This game came out, 2012? Yeah, 2012, I think this game came out. That was the original Minecraft music. That's a pretty satisfying sound, not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, once I learned how you could clear while you were flying, like this, and go a trillion times faster, it was like, boom, like night and day, how fast I was doing these clear outs for these massive landscaping projects. Paving all the ground. Like I said, it's a lot of work. You know, it's a lot of digging, and then you got to put back, you know, what you put. But it is fun. It's rewarding. I can sit back and look at it and go, wow. You know, look at all that work that we've put into it. It's nice. That's the one thing about Minecraft is, you know, you might say, oh, that's a lot of work, you know. I don't feel like doing that today, or... But then once you play, you know, over a period of time, and you can look back at all the work you've accomplished, you can sit there and go, wow, that's truly something special. Like when I found footage on my computer and I uploaded it to my YouTube, to Santa's Gaming YouTube page, I've been playing this one Minecraft world since 2016, since Christmas, and it was just something that I always went back every couple of like weeks or months. I get into a groove to want to play some Minecraft, and I'd get on and I'd play that world. And it's incredible to look at how it's progressed, and I found footage at like the first day or the second day I was on that world. I think it was the first day. And And it was so cool to see, like, the building that I now occupy that has been stone for years, when it was still dirt, but still the same size, and how hilly everything was and everything. It was just interesting. I mean, with this, it's simple. Just create a super flat world, and you've got what this world used to look like. You know, there was no terraforming or anything like that. You know, in a negative way, where you tear down a mountain to build a house. This is you building a mountain. You know, if you wanted to do such a thing. Like I said, this is how I like to build. So I like to build my walls and stuff, and you know, also it's just, if I ever were to flip it onto survival, it's not a fully enclosed world, so you do need a little help. You know, you do need a little support to keep the mobs out. There's no lights over there, so you know, just that little, you know, too high wall could keep some people out. Well, I think with everything lit up, if I ever wanted to flip it on, I didn't want to have that issue. You would have to go and board up each street, like with a brick wall or something like that, to kind of say, like, here's, you know, line of demarcation, almost like a invisible world barrier, you know, in an open world game. If that makes any sense. Fix my headphones because I wear glasses, so you know, the earphone pushing against the eyeglass frame into my ear, it gets old after a while. I'll just put it like that. And just prepping this side takes 2 seconds, but to just, you know, what I like to do is I like to just basically craft a little bit. I was gonna say create, and I came out as craft a little bit of the future of the road. Just just to kind of show you, what's going on. So then, you bring the sidewall back, and it shows that the grass is already back after the corner and everything. And just kind of gets everything back into place. Get this going here. So we do it, and then 2 wide, like so. We're gonna bring it back just a bit, just to kind of show it that the form is still there. Put it out, like so. Also, I could say it on this stream. I said it on the one of the 7 attempts to play zombies tonight. And I also said it in his chat later on. But since our last stream that's gonna stay up, Incognito has followed. Incognito76, thank you very much for that. Like I said, it's I look forward to playing zombies with you. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. You can, look at some of the old VODs, see what see my skill. Not the greatest, not by any means, but good enough. I can train. I know the concept. I'm a master at that Easter egg run, I can tell you that much. And watching how other people are doing it, I'm arguably getting better. I don't go for speed, but I go for, completion. And the fact that there was, a way, I didn't know it, to get around that whole boss battle, going up to that barrier, using the Ether Shroud, just running to the exfil. The zombies don't spawn. He goes right there, and you're already at the exfil site. I didn't know that was a thing, that you could skip it. I mean, I did it the legit way, on stream, solo, and then on stream with friends, with a 4-man squad. So I did it on both. As we get to our march to 50 followers, it's, it's good. Hopefully, once we get some followers, we can get the average view up. Because with this counting as a day of broadcast, that's now 2 of the 4 challenges towards affiliate program, which is not bad. But again, we need We need those follows. We need 41 more follows. And we need, I think, 1.4 more average viewers. We have 201 views, which is nice. But, wow, so that's done. I want to add one more to it. Add yellow to it, to the mixture. Just so that it has, like I said, the, but we're here. You know, we've gotten to this huge intersection. And, not bad. Not bad at all. We've gotten to this huge intersection. And I really like how it's turned out. But I think that is arguably the best thing I've done. Look at that. I mean, that's a lot of block that was torn up, a lot of block that was put down. Definitely a bit of a pain, but it's been done. Very rewarding, I would say. Very rewarding. I'm happy with it, for sure. And, trying to think what I want to... Trees. I want some trees. Trees. Just trying to think about what I wanted to do there. Yeah, it's the jungle. Although I guess they updated how the jungle trees grow, because now they have these like super tall ones. They never had the super tall ones before. Every couple. Yeah, you don't want them to be perfectly symmetrical. You want some to line up some not to. Some to be farther apart, some to be close. Again, it just makes it feel natural, like these were naturally planted. And not so meticulously planned out. Oh, that baby one's gonna go. Fuck that. Fuck that noise, man. What the hell is that crap? What do I need? That's better. And what I'm going to do is go through and put a bit of grass on the grass, a couple flowers. Just, again, it makes it a little bit more real. What is up with these tiny shrimp little Gakadika things? This one's, I think the shortest one. So, we've now put these trees up in the middle and put some grass around them, and now we have, you know, these nice little barrier things, and again, it makes the horizon just a bit more foggy to see. You know, now that that's in the way, you know. Before, now look. You know, now you see those trees. It's more of the sky and the horizon that you can't see from the actual main. Now, yeah, you stare down a street, you're gonna see the horizon on all sides because that's also the entity of Minecraft with the chunk generator. Unless you have houses that stop it and go in front, so you don't see that anymore. But in this case, there aren't. And all the houses are about the same height. 2 floors, maybe a third. I think that is now the tallest house of these. But you can see how some of it doesn't tower over. Some of it gets lost in the trees. Some of it just peeks its head through. Some of it towers over it. But you can see, you could say, oh, whatever you want. Oh, because you didn't notice it before. But let me tell you something. Now you all of a sudden, you notice out there. You notice the trees that now form those barrier walls. You notice it over the tree line. You do. Even in here. Even in here. You can see those trees. They're there. If you stand on the table, but they're there. If you stare hard enough, you can see them. Again, it's all about taking viewership away from seeing nothing, seeing a flat piece of land. It's still my favorite.